Here we are. We're back. We're back with our girl, Mallerie. You go by many names, but we know you as Mallerie. She's here. I mean, the OG, the original, or the original goddess of our life.
The original girlfriend.
The original girlfriend.
You put it really well the other day. You were like, when we met you and had a crazy time, that was the dragon we were.
She set in motion a dragon we've been chasing for 10 years.
Yeah.
A decade.
Yeah, a decade.
It's been a decade.
It's crazy. Yeah, you were the first one. Like, we had messed around, and you know this. We had messed around. We had some threesomes. But then we fell in with you, and we were like, it very quickly felt like we were a throuple. Like, and I didn't even know that terminology then. I didn't know if that was allowed or legal or anything. I don't even know if it is.
Definitely illegal.
But you seduced us. You seduced us into a lifestyle that we ended up chasing around for a while. But God damn, how many great times have we had? I can't believe we've never had you on here. It's kind of insane. You know, and
we get very limited and precious time together.
So we hide. We hide when we're together.
Yeah, we can't even find a lot of pictures of us.
No.
Isn't that crazy?
No.
Like all the time and weird adventures we've spent together, and there's like a scrappy old selfie from 2019 to represent it all. Yeah, it's funny how that happens.
Cass will snap a pic every now and then.
Yeah.
I like to be I like to document it a little bit.
We have lots of content now. So what's up?
We just had a wild weekend. I keep calling it, even though it was a full week.
It's a week.
Yeah.
I know. Crazy times. But you, it's so fun because we've known you since you were 23.
Yeah.
So now you're 33, the master year, and it feels like you're still the same beautiful, kind soul, but you've evolved so much.
So much.
We haven't seen you in 6 years, and think about those 6 years.
Almost 6 years.
Almost 6 years.
Yeah.
Almost 5.5.
It counts.
5.5. But you went through your Saturn return.
Yeah.
In that meantime.
Without you.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
we try to skip out on that part. No, I'm just kidding.
well, Cass, I came into your life at the start of your Saturn return.
Yeah, no, right, because I was 27, right? I'm 4 years older.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just the one that came in and flipped it all up for you.
Well, definitely. You came in and got Cass's trusting bitches. You see how that went.
I'm they could be fun and cool.
Yeah, you want to tell the story of how we met? Do you want to talk about how it all went down?
For your Cam Girls documentary?
I guess. I don't know.
I'll talk about
it.
We did a 7-city screening tour with our documentary film, Cam Girls.
Available now on patreon.com/churchofchill.
Yes. And we were on a screening tour, and it was awesome. And we were going to different cities, and a lot of the Cam Girls were coming out to those shows because it was a popular film among the Cam community. And you came to the screening in Seattle, and then after the screening,
we had a wild party after the screening.
There was a wild
at the
after
bar
party
next
Aussies.
door. Oh, you know the name of the place?
It was Aussies, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, they were very cool.
I feel like I was in particularly rare form. Yeah. We were still in those drinking days.
Yeah.
We were drinking tequila.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
I had been so good. We always say to people, yeah, we did this film, Cam Girls, but it kind of turned off our sexuality. That's when we stopped watching porn.
Yeah.
It felt like being around girls masturbating all the time, we just were desensitized to it.
Yeah. So we were good. We didn't do anything with anyone. Through the making of the movie, through most of that screening tour, and then we broke the seal with Sophia Locke the night before we met you.
Right.
And then we rolled up. We had this wild ass after party, and I wasn't drinking. I'm a pothead. I wasn't drinking. I had to drive us around. So you were drinking. I think Mallerie was having some shots of tequila as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely was drinking then.
And Cass was you were starting to make out with our friends. And
I know, I was just being bad.
You were breaking the seal, really.
I was just having too much fun.
Yeah, you were having too much fun. But Mallerie didn't even know about that. You were off in the corner doing that. And Mallerie came up to me. And then we locked eyes and we fell in love.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty, it was like,
That's about how it happened.
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, we just fell in love. And then I offered you a ride home.
Yeah.
And I was just totally appropriate person. Because I didn't, again, I don't know I didn't even know what life had to offer at that point fully.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what was on the table. But we went back to your place, smoked a quick J. So let's do the appropriate thing. Just went home at 4 a.m. And then on my way home, you texted like, I would have made out with Cass. Fuck. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
And then you went to Portland.
Yeah, we had another screening, which I forgot about. You remembered that, but we had another screening to go do.
Yeah, and you were texting me the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, we'll come back. We'll be back on Friday.
Yeah.
Let's go get sushi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sean really knows how to put on the.
We drank
Lay
some
it on.
wine.
Yeah, we drank some wine, and then
We went back to Eastlake.
Sean and I both have this like distorted view of ourselves that we're so innocent, and then Mallerie like shows the picture that Sean put his contact in your phone, and there's like he's got his like fingers up like in the classic like crude motion. It's like, all right, we've always been like this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Naughty people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we had a wild hookup on our first date, our first real date,
Mm-hmm.
then we just like wouldn't leave each other's sides for a while.
Nope.
It was so cute.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
wholesome.
You got us addicted to Seattle in general.
We dated around Seattle for a week and a half, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We took acid for the first time. We all smoked DMT for the first time,
Yeah.
which was wild. That was like, this was all within days of meeting each other. It was really, really crazy and drug fueled, the right kind of drugs. The right kind of
It was
drugs.
very psychedelic.
Very psychedelic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how this whole thing has felt. And then we just started a tradition of coming to see each other. I don't know. I feel like we saw each other a lot.
Well, so that was April
Yeah.
of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it was July. I was coming back from Shambhala, and I remember like on the drive home making plans with you guys because you had this house.
Oh, yeah.
You were like, hey, we get to house sit upstate for like a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In August. Like maybe you can fly out for that. It would be a good time. And then I flew out here and we all did acid together.
Yes.
With Devin the Wizard.
No. I
No,
don't.
this was before
no,
that.
This was before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I remember that one too.
Mm-hmm.
This was our first time.
This is where you coined the phrase space camp.
Yep, that's where Space Camp came
That's
from.
where space camp came from. It started off just 3 of us. And it's
Yeah.
grown into a thing.
I can't believe you dug up that photo of me in my weed sweater
Yeah.
on a floaty
In the
that
pool.
I was like, that does not exist. What do you mean? You're like, oh, it's posted on my Instagram.
Yeah. 7 a.m. post acid, just
Yeah.
floating around in the pool in your underwear and a sweater.
God.
Yeah. But a lot has gone down because like when we met you, you were you were camming. That was
Yeah.
mainly the thing. That was the hot thing at the moment. A lot of people were camming and you were part of the community.
I was sugaring a little bit still, and I had like a couple subs that I had found on Craigslist, but yeah, the majority of my shit was camming.
It's so crazy to
Yeah.
have be 23 years old and have a sub. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That's like some like 45-year-old guy like that owns a construction company.
What?
Yeah.
And you knew just what to do?
I think that was what turned me on the most was the men that wanted to submit to me. Yeah. Rather than the ones that wanted to like ask me for weird shit or to make me be submissive or, yeah, there's a whole lot of that.
you've probably experienced some weird shit online.
A ton of weird shit online.
The weirdest shit people couldn't even fathom.
Yeah. The online guys are really bold. I love them. I'm grateful for the online community. I'm grateful for the time that I had camming. but I don't miss the rocky ride and the drama and the community. It didn't feel like a very welcoming community, especially my free camps. They were very competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the other girls?
The girls were very competitive. I didn't even know when I was doing really well, because I learned about camming from a pop-up on a tube site.
No way.
So I just started camming, and I was flying by the seat of my pants. Social media wasn't really a thing, so I didn't really have anything to go off of. And top models would like sit in my room and poach my high tippers.
Oh, damn! That's how it goes down.
Yeah, they're gnarly, and I'm like, aren't these dudes coming here for an escape from this shit? Like, why? Yeah. So, I'm happy to be away from that.
Mm.
So how long did you do it, and what like got you away from it?
I cammed until 2019 full time, and then I came out to see you guys. And
so it's been summer 2019 probably.
Yeah, summer 2019. Smoked toad without preparing for it. And
very spur of the moment. Like I said,
Yeah.
when we signed up to Smoke Toad, we had like 2 months of prep.
Well, and you're supposed to prep. You're supposed to do like a media detox. You're not supposed to work. You're not supposed to do all these things.
Yeah.
And you two had something to do one day, and I was like, I'm going to sneak on cam while you're out and like let my people know that I might not be around for a couple of weeks. And I go to turn my perfectly healthy laptop on, and it blue screened on me. It just died. My laptop was just dead, and I was like, well, I guess that's the end of that.
Whoa.
And I just didn't look back, and I started leaning into like one-on-one sessions, like Skypes and privates, because I was always doing everything out in public. So there was years and years of people that just wanted me to themselves. So I was able to ride that wave for a while. I came back to cam. Oh God. Between 2020 and 2021, I probably cammed a total of like 60 hours just to like let people know that I didn't retire, because there are some people that are just so stuck on that platform that they didn't know anywhere else that I was. So
damn.
So what part of like the toad experience do you think affected this?
Well, first of all, the toad shut down your laptop.
it shut down my laptop. It was like, you don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. It had been bringing me so much anxiety, because you never know what you're going to make when you log on. You know, you get all done up, you have a plan, you go, you peacock, and it's really hard to keep positive when things are bad day after day after day, but then when things are good, you ride that high, and just the fucking waves were just not doing me solid anymore.
Yeah. No, I feel like you went through like a lot of transitions, because didn't you like around that time also quit Adderall and different things? Like, and that's a big thing. I know so many people who have like, I don't know what it was like for you, but have told me that like there's like a 2-year period where it takes them to like recalibrate. Yeah, recalibrate.
Oh, and Mallerie was on epic doses too. Like, epic doses.
I didn't even know how fucked up I was on that shit.
I didn't either.
No wonder I couldn't do caffeine.
Yeah.
I'd take a little bit of caffeine and be like, well, why am I so anxious? I'm like, you're giving me 80 milligrams of this shit. Like, what the fuck?
If I took like a 15 milligram time release, and I'm up for like 3 days.
Yeah. Wild. And I just quit cold turkey. They wanted my they wanted to like taper me off, and it was going to take a couple of years. And I was like, no, I'm quitting now.
Smoked DMT and quit.
No, the toad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
And I
get you
just
right with God.
Started microdosing acid, but 18 months later, my metabolism and everything was like, what the hell is going on? And then that rocked me for like another 6 months, and then my body was fine.
It's a crazy one.
Yeah.
It's a really crazy
really
drug
weird.
that's prescribed.
Yeah. Makes your muscles hurt. Muscle tension's the number one thing. But yeah, there was a lot that shifted at that time. I was in an abusive relationship that it's so crazy you don't even remember meeting that person.
No.
He insisted on coming out to meet you guys. And
Yeah.
we made him smoke, or we allowed him to smoke changa
Yeah.
in your apartment.
Like you're telling me this, and I'm like,
remember
I
nothing.
have no memory of this
Yeah.
whatsoever. It's kind of crazy. Like
Yeah.
once you said he's not part of this
I
anymore.
kind of remember him being like, I think he's gonna come out, and being like, whoa. And
It's
then
about
but
to
I don't
get
actually
real.
remember it happening.
Yeah.
Well, because did he understand the deal?
Block the negativity.
You know, like we have a deal.
Yeah.
We're lovers for life.
We're lovers for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't held up we've held it up.
We've tried.
Energetically, but you're good about like getting in a new relationship and being like, hey, just so you know, I have a Sean and Cass. And we're not as good at remembering to say those things.
Yeah.
Well, a new babe comes on the scene. The last thing she's going to want to hear about is our hot Dommy mommy that comes out. You know what I mean? Like
Your West Coast girl.
Yeah, they don't want to hear about our West Coast girl, the OG. They don't want to hear about that. So like, but you're good about it. You start a new thing, and you're like,
Yeah. These are my non-negotiables.
yeah,
Like, we don't have to fuck, but they're not going anywhere.
yeah.
And we probably will.
we probably will.
So.
Yeah. It ebbs and flows. It ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
it flows.
I mean, I know you were doming guys back when you were 23, but it really feels like you've gotten into a place where, I mean, you're a pro dom. Like that's you're a
very successful. Very successful.
Yeah. I've cut out everything else. I'm so tired of being on the internet. I'm tired of content creation, keeping up with social media platforms, like everything. I just decided to take a break. I really leaned into like the collabs and all that for pretty much all of 2023.
You were getting together with other girls, making lots of content
And guys.
playing the game.
Yeah. I was fucking, I was making videos, I was putting shit out there. It's still out there. But I was like, it doesn't just need to be the Dom brand. I can like cast a wider net, whatever. But it wasn't making me money like my dominatrix stuff does. And that's the energy that I really started to dial in. And I met this girl, Dea.
And we're back.
Let's make artistic money-making art together.
Let's make artistic money making art together.
Yeah.
I'm finding these little notes that Mallerie left all over the place for us that we were supposed to find later, but the card just ran out of space, so I had to open my laptop and I found this.
total amateur hour.
Yeah, that was it. That was really amateur of us. Totally. We're here with a pro and we're fucking being amateur. But you were in the middle of telling us.
About Dea.
Yes.
So I met this girl, Dea, and we went out for brunch because this mutual OnlyFans guy wanted us to do a collab for him. And we were like, we don't know each other, whatever.
Oh.
She's one of my best friends now.
Oh.
But she was telling me how she's involved with this rentable dungeon space in Seattle. And I was just like, wait, we have one of those? Because anything that I've been doing in person was hotels or at other people's houses, or a rare one would come to mind, but it didn't feel secure enough. So the barrier to entry for any of my in-person stuff was so high. And I always kept a handful of those people around, but I also kept it very separate from my online stuff because I didn't want my online guys to be upset. Because they're
sensitive.
They're so sensitive.
Yeah.
And they get so involved and want to be so involved. And I had already been at a point in my life because of what was going on with my dog Charlie. She had gotten diagnosed with a neurological condition towards the end of her life that I had told work to fuck off. I was like, she's not going to be here for very much longer, and I always know how to make money, so
You're good at making money. You're the
Oh
when we met you at 20
God.
and when we met Mallory at 23, she was like, "Yeah, I paid my year of rent in advance so I could get a good deal." I'm like, "Who does that?"
This is I just signed my lease last month, and this is the first year that I haven't paid it all up front because there are some things kind of in limbo right now. But yeah, if you're gonna take my money anyways, just take it now.
Yeah.
So I lost my girl Charlie Halloween of 2023.
R.I.P.
And had my first, I had a duo session with Dea at the dungeon in October. And then had my first couple sessions that got me like my own door code and, you know, got me in with the crew there. And I just took off. And
Wow.
Because you're a boss.
And I haven't looked back. Yeah.
It's
like,
so natural to you. Like,
all I needed was a space to blossom. And
so like our relationship's so like loving and wholesome, and like we don't really play in this territory with you, but it's so intriguing to me.
There's a lot of love in BDSM.
I'm not saying there's not.
I'm just saying this side of you hasn't come into our thing really.
No.
It has in macro levels.
Yeah.
Sean last night when we were going to sleep, he was like, "I think Mallory's doming me."
I'm pretty sure that she doms
She just like
me.
doms my life.
Yeah.
She does it in subtle,
like,
slow ways, like waking me up in the morning.
She wakes me up. Wake up. It's time to get up. It's time to get in the sauna. It's time to have sex. It's time to do drugs. It's time to re-up. It's, like I'm like,
let's go.
Whoa. You know what I mean? But our sex is very, very loving and like, it's like very like soft core. I mean, it gets crazy. We'll save that for the afterglow. But yeah.
But what like, for people who don't really understand this world, like, what is it that you think people are looking for from you? Or like, what are people getting
like,
out
why
of
are they drawn to this?
They don't want to make decisions.
Really?
It's the people that are like high ups in companies that have families that are doing whatever, that they're the boss all day, or they want to submit. They want to be told what to do. They want to have things done to them. They want the physical and psychological challenges to work through, like for a euphoric sexual release. And it's hot.
Yeah.
It's really hot.
Yeah. I could see how that would be hot.
Yeah.
And you love it.
I love it.
You love making a guy stay tied up in the corner while you do your thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even picture this scene. I think I'm getting pulled into it though.
Yeah.
You put me to work.
Yeah. Cooking is fun. A lot of what I'm doing in Seattle is like, it's a lot of pegging.
Whoa.
A lot of pegging.
Whoa.
A lot of, yeah.
Is there a protocol? You say you got to clean your shit up?
Oh
Yeah.
my God. What?
Yeah.
are
You say
we
you're going to do a
talking
fucking
about?
enema?
Yep.
You give
You
them a
gotta
little-
clean out. And there's an enema in
Whoa.
the dungeon attached to the toilet if you don't fucking come clean. Yeah.
Whoa.
I need to start charging a poo tax though, because these guys are so. Like, if you smell it, you owe me another $100 for that hour. I'm not
It's
your mom. Like,
$500.
I'm not here to fucking wipe a grown man's ass.
Whoa. God,
yeah,
that's what these guys want.
Yeah, they want stuff in their butt.
Whoa. And they can't do it in their private life. They need to be told how to do that and shown the ways.
Well, they think it's so naughty.
Yeah.
And I think it's
I
so
do.
funny. It's not, though. That's where the male G-spot is. It's like a joke from God or whoever.
But it feels like it would hurt. It feels like it hurts.
If you approach it incorrectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's right ways to do that. There's also a lot of sissies in Seattle.
What's a sissy again?
I like to dress people up like pretty girls.
Oh.
Teach them how to walk in heels, put makeup on them, teach them how to suck dick.
Oh my God.
So
This
they
is a
like
straight guy.
like a
Yeah.
like a dildo or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, or I've brought in another sub so they can play with each other. It's like playing with Barbies. It's really fun.
Whoa. Mallory,
Yeah.
how have you not told us about that? That's a weird scene.
Yeah.
They don't know each other.
That's how I initially chopped my hair, because one of my sissies, we were doing a dress up scene to get him ready to suck a dick, and he brought me all of his wigs.
Whoa.
And one of them was like a Pulp Fiction, like really like abrupt black bob with the bangs, and put on his long blonde one and the brunette one, and that one came out, and I was like, that would look like shit on you, but hold on a second. I put it on myself, and I was like, oh no, I already have a haircut scheduled for tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna chop my hair off.
Oh, you did this because you tried on a wig you liked?
Yeah.
And you just were like, I want to keep the wig, rather than cutting your hair like that wig. You were like, this is the look.
Yeah. So I chopped 15 inches off my hair.
Well, wearing a wig right now, I'm like, I actually need less hair under here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you girls
Mallerie
are
broke
crazy.
these out. Mallerie broke these out. And we were like, what the hell?
Things got really naughty. I didn't even understand what bringing wigs into a scene could do, you know.
We've had so much fun with these wigs
Oh
this
my
week.
God, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So you bring in two guys that don't know each other.
Mm-hmm.
They're so subbed that you just tell them, you're gonna come here and you're gonna be with this guy, and I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah. Well, they want to do it.
They have probably
What?
like inclinations already.
And you know that, and you
The
just
sissy wants to suck dick, and I'm like, well, what better way to have this happen than another sub of mine?
wow.
Who
Because
wants to
who doesn't like getting their dick sucked?
Yeah, they
and,
love it.
And maybe you don't play around with humiliation, though.
No.
What does that mean,
There's
though?
nothing humiliating about being a woman or
No,
wanting to
but
be
like
pretty like a woman.
But like maybe getting your dick sucked by a guy, if you're straight, might feel humiliating.
They can deal with that internally, but I'm not gonna. I don't play into that.
Yeah.
No,
I like
want,
how you
I
have
want
your
to empower.
boundaries.
Yeah.
No, it's almost
It's clean business.
It's clean business, and it's contrary, I think, to what the popular opinion about what you do would be based on. You know, like when I think of it, not knowing this, I think it would be based around shaming these motherfuckers and like humiliating them and all that stuff.
No, I'm a safe space for them
Wow, and
To
you're empowering
to
them.
explore and empower. Yeah.
Wow, damn, you get
Yeah.
them, you fucking get them shaped right up. I've seen it in action from when I picked you up at the airport. You're like fucking making money and telling people what to do and fucking getting approached by beautiful women. I didn't know this was part of it. Like,
oh yeah.
like getting approached by beautiful women to come, like the intake, like Mallory read me like an intake like thing, you know, like here's what you tell me the deal before you get my services. And it sounded like somebody going to smoke toad or ayahuasca or start therapy. Like
Yeah.
it sounded like they're like therapy, really.
Well, I imagine
Yeah.
it's very therapeutic. I mean, people get tattoos as therapy. I would imagine dungeons are therapy.
Like a girl coming out of an abusive relationship, and she's this thing is got fucked up.
She's
and
like, will you please be my protector and hold me accountable and like show me the way? Yeah.
Wait, so what is it like with women? So you have female clients?
Mm-hmm.
And so what kind of things are they looking for? Like, what does it mean for them? What do you do to protect them and show them the way?
Just exploring and protecting their sexuality. I mean, in a safe way, like whatever they want, especially with the more like rough stuff. Like if you want to be tied up and forced to orgasm and have like sharp things around your body, or, you know, playing with sensory stuff and whatever else, like you need to be in a safe space to do that. And I don't feel like men can really provide that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like some guy off fucking Tinder. Like if you like to be put down like that, like you don't want to go to a professional.
And maybe
go
you
somewhere
can,
that you're safe.
Yeah, and you can move that energy.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not something that you might want to find out, like, oh, actually this isn't for me. I thought it would be, but...
Well, and a lot of times it's like people trying to take power back from abuse.
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Like I'll be doing impact play with somebody, and like we'll be going through like different floggers and whips and switches and, you know, like silicone toys and wooden paddles and sometimes people will be okay with everything, and then I'll get like a ruler and I'll touch their skin once with it, and they're like, I'm all of a sudden taken back to my mom beating me in the kitchen. And we're like, okay, well, do you want to like sit down and digest that? Or do you want to like lean into it? Do you want me to keep going until you cry and we can get the release from that in like a sexual way? Or like, what do we need from here?
Whoa.
So you got to be prepared to deal with the emotions that come up from these things. And I won't see people if they don't know how to communicate what they're after or what they want. If they're just like, I have no boundaries, like do anything. I'll still see those people. And when they get into my space and they're like, yeah, I'm just seeing you, like do whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to shit on you. And they're like, no. I'm like, okay, well, there's a boundary. So let's sit down and talk about it. So sometimes
She doesn't do it.
like, no. Sometimes these guys just need to be taught how to get what they want, or how to ask for what they want,
Whoa.
or how to figure out what the fuck they want.
Do you do like, is there like do you offer follow-up integration service if they like wanted to talk about what happened and that sort of stuff?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
They-
you're
they always-
shamanic.
they
This is
always-
like shamanic practice.
They always know that they can contact me after.
You're taking
And come
people,
back.
like the dungeon represents the subconscious. Like you're like, you bring people into a dungeon and they're allowed to explore all this stuff that's like really taboo for them. And a lot of people, you know, and they can talk about things and work through things in a way that I feel like psychedelic therapy offers. But there's not a lot of outlets for this kind of thing. A safe space.
Well, like getting to tangible nitty-gritty triggers too.
Yeah.
Or, you know, excitements.
Wow, damn. It's deeper than I thought.
Yeah.
It's really you have to be so qualified to do this. Like it's so naturally who you are. It's so in your personality as it is. So I could see why you're really good at this.
Well, and you're also just such a like, you don't want to hurt anyone. It's like so
No.
obvious. Like, and that's how what Sean and I really appreciate. We just feel so safe with you, you know?
You're not jealous.
No.
You know, and we've had jealous people come in, and we've dated jealous women for long periods of time, and that's like, well, that's what accounts for this 5.5 years we haven't seen you.
I spend a lot of time being jealous, and I don't like it.
That's all you have to do. That's a great tip.
Doesn't feel
That's
good.
a great tip
I
for
spend a
jealousy.
lot of time being jealous. I don't like it.
Like we've all been there.
yeah.
But like,
and it will happen again. Like
you
those-
think so?
I mean, those feelings bubble up.
yeah.
It's normal.
They
It's natural.
It's supernatural.
Oh, damn.
Supernatural. But I don't hold on to them. I look at where it comes from, and it's usually something that I'm lacking in myself or with myself that I want, that I can make happen.
This is good to know. I mean, yesterday, Cass said to me, "Don't make Mallory jealous," and I said, "I don't think that's possible."
No, you guys don't make me jealous.
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time jealous in past relationships. No, I think.
And you've dealt with it. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
That's another thing
Yeah.
that helps you give it up. Is like, not only have you done it, but when you've received it, it's like, I don't want to be that way.
It's
And-
also like a
Yeah.
Chinese finger trap or something. You
Yeah.
know, there's something
Yeah.
about like your fear creates more fear, and when you like release and let something go, you have it more than you would have it if you were trying to cling on to
Right.
it, like with a lack fear mentality or something.
Well, and like, you know, a lot of the frustrating thing, at least I've seen in Mallorie's relationships, is like, she's like this goddess. I always say, I'm like, you're ruining these guys' life. Like you date these guys and you'll have these like 2 or 3 year long relationships. And I'm like, this is the best thing they're ever going to touch by far. And they don't integrate all the shit you were teaching them till after. And it's so
Yeah.
frustrating. Like you
Because
don't
they're
get.
so mad at me when I'm there.
Yeah. Yes. And then they
Yeah.
leave, and then they start having the best life of their lives.
Yeah.
And they missed an opportunity with you, you know?
It's sad to watch. I mean, but I love it at the same time.
You do.
She's
And
like,
and I know the part that I play in that too.
What do you play in it? What's
Sometimes I have a hard time with laying everything out on the table because I don't want to hurt feelings.
Do you ever sense, like, I know this is a crazy thing to ask, but do you ever feel like I'm out of this person's league a little bit? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes I see these pairings, and I'm just very curious about it. I'm like, that's a different league than I think that you would normally, And maybe this will change. But
It's because I care so much about my home life, and as long as that's good, I'm okay with whatever else they've got going on.
Yeah. That's why we do good together. I think we're both
like,
nesters.
Do we share space? As long as we share space well together, we love each other, like, we're going to have the best time.
Oh, my gosh.
But when there's such a difference in career and interests and hobbies and
free
everything,
time.
like...
Even free time. Like, you don't have people in your life that have as much free time as you.
No, I don't.
So you're just hanging
other
out
sex workers and other artists.
That's, totally.
Hanging out with sex workers has like totally the making movies has revolutionized our lives, basically because we've gone into these communities. Like filming with juggalos, that changed our life about judgment and family and people and what's possible, and then Cam Girls was like a total like glow up of like what's possible, like with how, because in order to do sex work successfully, you have to be like next level with yourself and your integrity and like so many different departments of your life, and it forces you to like move past a lot of societal expectations and burn down the rule book, and like truly live more freely.
You have to really have your shit together.
Yeah, and it's so crazy that like there's such a switch or a miss in how people feel like what freedom is. Right. Like whether it's like, I think for us, we're like, well, true freedom is like ability to express yourself and be, and I don't know, it's like to have other people like fashioning freedom as something that is like more cops, and it's
right.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
People are really uncomfortable with sex work. There'll always be this war.
Yeah.
But then we're essential to everything.
Well, and also like with sex work being, when it's legal, there's less like underground stuff. Like there's going to be underground and sex trafficking and all this stuff because there's a need and a desire for people to...
I don't want it legal. I want it decriminalized.
Yeah.
We don't want it legal.
You don't want a bunch of weird government regulations on what you do. You want a more gray market. Well, it's what this is really interesting because I didn't know this. You guys were telling me this the other day about like the real reason that they were like what witches were. Can you remember what you were telling me?
Oh, well, I saw something about how a lot of like the witch hunting, was about
widowed women, right?
Widowed women who had resources, who had money, who had land. If you kill those, you get to take their land and their money. Yeah. And that's what
the Killers of the Flower Moon type of shit.
Yeah, where that was with like Native American women.
So they figured out a way to like label them and off them, in a culturally sanctioned way. And I feel like people like yourself and sex workers are like, it's the same thing. It's a threat to the systems that be. So I can see why, we have a society that's constantly trying to punish people like yourself, because it's a major threat. Because like you say, like women have all the power.
Well, and we're the canaries in the coal mine for all the political things that are happening.
Yeah, you were saying that, and I was like, that makes so much sense. Like you feel things faster.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You didn't see this 10 years ago?
Yeah,
you didn't see this 15 years ago?
Right.
Yeah, what are some of the
screaming? Well, with like the censorship laws that have been starting to be passed, and you have to fucking put your Face ID for everything now, and they're cracking down. They're cracking down on everything.
You also
everything's very invasive.
You were also mentioning that there's like you've noticed a lot more like emboldenment.
Oh, and the people that are reaching out and what they're reaching out about.
Meaning what? They want brown?
I get asked about that all the time. I have friends that will do it. I have friends that are into it.
You can refer it.
I can refer it.
Whoa.
I just don't know if I can do it.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
No, the emboldenment.
I'll be there to help. Yeah, I think that the political climate right now has made men feel like they can be their worst selves
Yeah.
Ooh.
because it's welcomed.
And
Yeah,
celebrated.
It's celebrated.
Yeah.
It's honestly, when I tap into it in just an energetic way, it feels just the most base level, laziest way to navigate this life is to cheer on a fascist government,
It's so
become
weird.
misogynist, like do all the just lazy. It's just laziness. It's just lack of getting out
Get
there.
some of that tea.
Yeah, of course.
Can I see the coffee?
Ooh.
I'm party girl.
Oh, you're a naughty girl.
Oh my god, that was so funny. I've been calling Sean Party Boy now for, I don't know, a month or so now.
I've been partying nonstop.
And I've totally come to the place of just like embracing and loving that about you, because I'm like, well, I'm not gonna change you or whatever.
You don't even attempt it.
I don't attempt it, but now it's kind of like a term of endearment that you're a party boy.
Yeah.
And then
And now you get to be naughty girl.
well, and I think of myself as just like I'm the innocent one.
Come on.
I'm just
Never have been.
I'm just like getting pulled along by the party boy, and I'm just so in love with him that I can't help but just do whatever he wants and have a party life. And
No,
okay,
You gotta tap back into the cast that I met.
Yes.
yeah, and then
Because you were open about it.
Yes.
You were like, I was really naughty.
Yeah.
Before I got into this.
Yeah.
no, and then when we were hanging out with a friend who was just like, Cass, you were always the bad one. You were the naughty girl.
Mm-hmm.
Of 8 girls in a friend group, Cass was the known
Yeah.
naughty one.
Yeah.
And then she tries to come into this and blame it on me. She made me this way, you know? And I think you needed that reflection.
You were already that way on your own. Too.
yeah, to a
Cass
certain
just
degree.
gives you
Neither one of us
permission.
get to play the victim.
That's
okay?
true. That's true. Yeah.
We were just made
Stop
for each
pointing-
other.
Yeah, stop pointing fingers.
I was a party boy, but the full expression of that wasn't able to come out in my previous circumstance. I met you, and we stopped drinking,
I
and
spilled
that
coffee on myself.
that I feel like led to all the lifestyle I'm living now.
yeah.
It really helps to not drink. You know this. Like it helps to have a policy about that.
We were drinking a little bit, like the first year or two.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have a policy yet.
Yeah.
You know when we got the policy?
Hmm.
Showing cam girls in Las Vegas,
Oh.
premiering it there, and like we got invited to like Sophia Locke threw a huge party at the Playboy Suite at the Palm Hotel,
Oh,
like the one with the
no.
pool that goes off the edge, and like we went there, and Cass was just like, I'm fucking doing everything tonight.
No, I just like went too hard, and it sucked because I didn't get to party. Like I had all these like ideas about where the night could go and the party could go.
It was getting very interesting.
And I was like, I'm so fun. I could be fun. This is fun. But I KO'd myself to the point where there's like photos of me like in a hotel lobby, just like sprawled out with my legs up, wearing a dress and high heels.
Just puking out of the car as we were driving
like
home.
yeah,
just
we had a
Oh,
minivan that we rented, and I was just like
no.
lines of puke as we left, and I just went home.
She
Sorry,
went.
Bree,
She went down and she like just collapsed into a pile on the kitchen floor. And no matter how much I begged her, she was like, "This is where I am now. This is it. You know."
This is my life now.
Yeah.
this is my
and
life.
after
Alcohol
that,
feels awful.
it's really. She started having like a panic attack the next day, and
yeah.
it's just it's not a party. It's really not.
No.
It helps. It probably helped us that first night in getting
Yeah.
to a hookup. You
An
know?
8-hour hookup.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we had a lot of pent up energy.
God, apparently.
It felt like we had a lifetime of sexual tension, even though we had known each other for like 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Well, then I remember then, like, when we kept hooking up, I was like, have we done this in other lifetimes together? Like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, we just meshed so well together.
You know what part of it is? We're realizing on this trip is like when Cass smells me, she always says, "You smell like a tree. You smell like sawdust. You
Mhm.
smell like
And I
you
smell like maple syrup.
You smell like maple syrup. We're tree
We're
people."
tree people.
Yeah, Cass really
And I'm a
loves
tree
it.
worshiper.
You
Yeah.
really, you
You're
really
just
love
their
it.
little fairy girl.
I don't know what Cass's smell is. I've been with her for so long, and like she's like, "Oh, I smell." I'm like, I've never smelled it. And same thing with you.
You're not about like people who are about smells will try to smell people. It's just not your thing.
What do you mean? I would love it, but I would also hate it if there was something noxious.
Yeah,
like, I
I think our
really don't like
pheromones
that.
just vibe so well together that we don't notice each other.
Yeah, I've done relationships with people who shall remain nameless where I knew from the first second, but way before we hooked up.
Yeah.
I don't like the way she smells.
Yeah.
And I did it. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Well, because she's hot, you know.
Well, but
You
this
gotta
is what I
you gotta
say.
try
Like
it.
you guys worry about me, like with the drugs and stuff like that. I'm like, I believe it or not, I have that under control. It's girls can do this to me. Girls have a better chance of hijacking my shit and taking over my life in a bad way than any drug.
Yeah, no, I know, and I'm trying to learn how to work with you. And be your protection or
Well,
whatever.
that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like,
Gotta let them know.
yeah, because Cass has just like had a policy of just like whatever, you know.
No, I've had a policy of encouragement.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh,
let's let him play it out.
Well, because going back to when we met in 2015 and we did that big acid trip with Ayla, we took 3 tabs, and my big epiphany was like, oh my God, we can just play. Like we're here, like we're these
Yeah.
like bubbles of consciousness and experience, and we can just play with each other. And like what I took
We
from
can
that,
just have fun.
Yeah.
is not like kind of like you're this like beautiful fairy boy. That's not the best way to put it, but in my acid trip, that's kind of what it was. And I was like, who would I be to poke his bubble instead of just be like, watch it like dance
Yeah.
around?
Watch it just float up way too close to the sun.
Totally.
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to contain you, I try to say.
Well, I think it comes back to I didn't know who the hell you were when I met you.
Yeah.
And that's extra authenticity. And the people that you've let come into your life really close like that have started with this parasocial relationship because they've been able to study you and know who you are because you put yourself out
Not
there.
always, but it has
But
happened.
but she's on to something with that. She is. Because, you know, like you're like, why does this work so well? It's like because we were basing it on smells and real visceral like reaction to each other.
Well, that's my problem. Like I feel for my friends who do the dating site thing because I think about it and I'm like, I'm attracted to a man like 1 out of every 10 years or once, you know what I mean? Or like, you know, once in a
Yeah.
while, but when it happens, it wouldn't be what you'd see like on paper. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? It's never about what's on paper. It's always like, oh, do you have sparkles in your eyes? And it's really hard to figure that out from online.
A picture.
Yeah.
And sometimes the sparkles are just a reflection off your sparkles. You know, so you got to be careful of that, you know.
We are just mirrors for people.
Yeah. But when, you know, like you just changed the way we look at things and
Like what was possible.
what was possible, because it's like Cass just felt like such a rare bird before that, and then we meet you and like you guys are so similar in so many ways.
Yeah.
Like you're both only children. We talk about like your dads are very
Our
similar.
family structures are very similar.
Yeah, the family dynamic, you know, kind of the way you guys were raised, like you're well-adjusted people, and I didn't used to associate that with only children, but y'all are like
We're
way
the
more.
most, I always say
you're
we're
the
the
most
most,
We're the most
well-adjusted.
well-adjusted.
Yeah.
people with siblings are all fucked up.
Oh,
We're
totally.
secure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you also got all the love.
Yeah.
You got all the love.
Getting
you
all the
need.
love is helpful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's what you need. You know, you need love and attention and
Well,
encouragement.
it allows you to be pretty secure too.
Yeah. But basically, you, like I said, you set in motion a dragon we've been chasing because, like, I don't know, just that freedom to express and the freedom to, I don't know, the way we flowed together was like, you know, the dynamic of the three of us is just like perfect. And you can see the difference too when it's just Mallerie and I. Oh my God. If it would have just been me meeting Mallerie that first time and we started playing this out, we might be dead. We might have burned like Cass. We're crazy. Cass the other day, it was her mom's birthday. So she's like, I'm going to go dose with my mom. And me and Mallerie were like, well, what are we going to do?
We're going to go to 9 Inch Nails.
We're going to go down to Philly and see 9 Inch Nails. And fucking, oh my God. First of all, like, the best. Like Mallerie treated us to some very, very exclusive, nice seats. Like just
There's some good tickets.
the best tickets in the house. And she had seen this tour, so she knew exactly where to get us, you know. And you know me. I'm like, Cass isn't around. She told us not to fuck around with ketamine.
I said, don't drive and be on ketamine. I said, that's like a rule we've established, and to keep to the rule.
It's a rule like that we've established and we stick to. That ain't even something that you need to tell me. But I appreciated the reminder because you're like, you were saying to Mallerie, you didn't even come to me with this. You went to Mallerie and you said, I know I have a party boy on my hands. I know he's going to do all the driving.
He'll listen to you.
Yes, he'll listen to you. Don't let him fucking fuck around with ketamine. And I didn't.
Yeah.
Instead, I smuggled some GHB into the place. It was so fucking funny and inappropriate and perfectly appropriate actually for like Nine Inch Nails is like it's sex music.
It's a sexy band.
It's a sexy fucking
They invented sex
band.
in 1994.
Yeah, with the hit song Closer. Everyone remembers. So, they basically, we dosed up on like perfect time because you knew how the show was going to go down. You're like, Boys Noise is going to come out and do a thing from 8 to 9, and it's worth checking out. Like, this is a curated experience by Trent Reznor.
No
Smooth.
downtime.
There's no downtime. Once Boys Noise starts, it just smoothly goes into 9 Inch Nails. And so we take our dose at 8. And it's like, ooh, this is nice. This is going to be funny. I could feel it already during Boys Noise. I just thought, my jaw was dropped. I couldn't stop saying to Mallerie, like, I can't believe how good this is.
You're like, I know what's coming. I know what's coming.
Like you could feel it in the music that he was starting to pull it into Nine Inch Nails territory. It was just so goddamn expertly and perfectly done.
It was so well curated.
And we're on this drug that like it just brings you into like root chakra, like the same thing the music's doing. And then we had this moment where we're like, should we re-up? You know, Nine Inch Nails about to come out. And we re-up, and it was like a little bit of a wave of mutilation went through us. Like, it hit me first. It was like the second, you know how this happens with drugs? Like, when you feel them too quick?
Yeah.
You know?
This happens with acid.
With acid. When you know you overdone it with acid.
I don't feel it. And then right after you take your second dose, the first one kicks in. You're like, oh.
That's what happened with this. The first dose was kicking in. We had taken a second dose. The second I put it to my lips, I felt like, well, what if I, like, pass the fuck out here? Like, you know what can happen.
We need to dance.
Yeah, like, we need to dance. And I got a little spooked, so I popped up and I was like, I better go get us some water. And I went to go get us some water, and the concession lady was like,
you're so high.
She's like, you're high. Well, first of all, she thought I was cute. She straight up was just flirting with me. And I was like, oh, this is very rare for me.
Imagine if she saw you in your wig.
Imagine she saw me like this. I was going to try to play this off like my real hair, but I guess I'll admit it, it's a wig. But yeah, this lady's like, she's like, oh, she's like, I could tell you're really
Didn't
high.
she say, weren't you like, how do I pay for this? And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Yeah, I said, how do I pay for this? Like, it wasn't coming on. And she was like, oh, sorry, I was just distracted by your whole thing. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know me. And then she's like, you're really high, I can tell. And I was like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, yo, if I was a lesser person, that could cause like a freak out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are noticing. I came to get this water because I'm too high.
Maybe if your high wasn't GHB though. Like, you know what I mean?
I came to get water because I'm too high, and this lady was just calling it out. But she was saying, she's like, I'm jealous.
Not a self-conscious one. You're not like, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it didn't. No, I was just kind of like, whatever. And then I go back. 9 Inch Nails starts, and me and Mallerie like had like an X-rated time in this fucking show. It was
PG-13.
It was like PG-13, edging on rated R. Depending on where you were standing around us. The people behind us saw where our hands were going and stuff. And they probably knew what was going on. It wasn't until like literally 3/4 of the way through the show, we're like deeply making out and getting crazy. And Mallerie just like whispers to me, she's like, "Do you think like we're being inappropriate at all?"
And for Mallerie to be the one saying
Mallerie to be, this is what I'm saying. When us two are just us, it's crazy, you know. Like it's trouble. Like you would have buttoned the situation up long before it came to 3.
I'd be standing behind you guys with a towel.
I felt because I had a bucket hat on and sunglasses that I was just like, I was like, no one can see me. No one notices. Meanwhile, we're hands down the most noticeable people in the whole concert. Everyone is stopping Mallerie, being like, who are you? Like, what are you? It really felt like going around with like an A-list celebrity, of just stopping people in their tracks. And this is how you know that Mallerie's a real one. Every time she would figure out a way to give that back to the universe. You know what I mean? We've been around people that get noticed, and they just, yeah, sure. They
Real
just
recognize
take it.
real. You got to compliment.
Yeah. And you're complimenting people that didn't get a compliment the whole night. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're going up to like 55-year-old overweight goth lady, you know, who's just like been doing this and like did it up. You could tell she did it up, and you're like, you're fucking beautiful. And you could just see like, boom, Mallerie just made her night. It was so awesome. But we were, well, once I had my little, whoa, I think I'm too high. This one starts fucking, I could feel it because we're holding hands, and I could feel a little like some like electric jolts coming through. And that's when I just started having, I didn't have my wand in there, but I had to start going. I don't even know what it is I'm doing when I do that, but it seems like it's like
moving energy.
It's moving out like the energy of like, I don't even know what the energy is. It just got a little scary for a second. It just like was just like, ooh, we took too much drugs. Damn it. How did we fuck this up?
And
But
did you have a moment like, fuck, I'm like, I go away from Cass for 1 minute and I'm too bad.
that was more like I literally, like, you sent us off, and you really did, like, I wasn't texting you, or like I wasn't worried about it. Like Mallerie was handling all that. Like, we literally just had the time of our life.
Well, then that's also the relationship we've established, is like, when we're not together, like, we get to not be together.
Yeah, as long as you hand me off to
someone beautiful,
a beautiful woman who knows how to take care of me. They have to care, though. They like Mallerie cares about me. She cares about me the way you do. Like, she cares about my safety, of course, but she really cares about me having the time of my life.
Yeah.
That's the kind of friends you need to surround yourself with. It is, because they won't let you settle for.
We had a fun time.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Like, we're still high off of that. I was like, Mallerie, if I could fucking bottle that night up, I would be a drug addict on it. Like, that night was so perfect. Like, I can't even tell you how incredible Nine Inch Nails is. Spend all your money and go try to see them if you ever can.
God, I'd be switching my flight if I didn't have to see my dad before surgery.
No, I know. I felt it too.
Yeah.
As soon as they started playing, because we met up with your friends and they had been following them a little bit, and I was like, why would you follow Nine Inch Nails? And then I saw it and I was like, oh, this is a religious experience. This is a rare religious experience. Like, you know the deal, an arena show. Come on. That could have been a fucking...
Such a good production, though. And the sound was amazing.
Just tasteful. Just tasteful.
Yeah.
Tasteful. And we did it.
My favorite part of the story is that that you got recognized in a rest stop on the way home.
Oh, that was the best. that was like the perfect cherry on top. Like, you know, the ride home, like, we ended up partying down in Philly till like 12:30. We hung out with your boys after. We had a best meal and just fucking partying, having a great time. And then, like, we're on our way home, and we're like halfway home, 2 hours from fucking Philly. We're at a rest stop, and I go in, and there's these three black dudes. This old black guy, Dave Chappelle looking motherfucker, comes up to me and goes, "You were at Nine Inch Nails." And I was like,
I was.
I said, "How did you know?" And he's like, "I saw you there." And he was like, "That was a fucking dope show." And he just gave me a fist bump, and I was like, damn, that's so awesome. That's like, to be recognized by a black man like that. It's fucking rad. You know what I mean? Because I think they probably just think of white people as like one thing, you know, just like all these fucking dorks.
Well, they weren't thinking about you. They were thinking about Mallerie. They were like, who's this guy?
They're like, where's the leopard print hottie? You know,
with the leather vest. Where'd she go?
Yeah, totally. Where's she? I'm like, oh, she's out in the car.
Well, you always got to check out that you're like with the schmo that's with the hottie. You're just like.
I felt for once I lived up to it. A lot of times we've gone around in these situations like.
No, you're sexy.
Yeah, right. Like I feel like I've come into that more knowing you now than ever before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm 44. I've taken care of myself. I'm a sexy guy. I'm gonna own that, and I'm gonna get while the getting's good.
Yeah. 10 years under our belt now.
10 years. Wild. 10 years. Like, goddamn. Like, I can't even fucking begin to tell people how fucking insane and indulgent and cathartic and healing. Like, what the fuck? Like you were saying the other day, like you come into the scene for the first time in years and you're like, yo, I can feel y'all's traumas from these fucked up relationships you were in, you know? That wouldn't happen on your watch. You're not like that.
And just all the shit that's happened since COVID. Like, I had a couple really fucking rough years, too.
You definitely did. You definitely did. You were struggling. You were, you know.
I was in the throes of it.
Yeah. We do our dances like, you know, we're probably both like addictive personalities and we have to really be careful. You know, we're smart. So it's not going to really present the way maybe like a down and out addict would.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if your life ever looked like shit, really.
No.
It never looks like shit. It's never going to like really.
No.
Who's going to stop it besides you?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like I'm secure in every aspect of my life.
Balling.
Yeah.
It's almost
so it's hard.
But it's almost a temptation towards addiction because like it's you know, and I've struggled with it. I could just point to weed. I'm like, when I became the type of person who was like, I'm an artist full time. I don't go work in day jobs, and I have plenty of money. That gives you a lot of time, and that can be the devil's playground.
Yep.
It's the time.
Yep.
Right. And not only the time isolates you from people.
Yep.
You're just
that's a big thing. Is
you're
I'm
doing
like,
your thing.
I spend so much time alone.
Yeah.
Because I've allowed myself to.
Yeah.
And I love it. It makes me a really wonderful person, but it can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to fill that time wisely.
Well, we get bored. These phones have made us dopamine addicts. These phones have blown out our receptors. And then, like, you were very astute the other night saying, like, ketamine is, like, our generation's heroin.
Yeah.
Because it's in response to all this stuff. It's in response to this new wave of technology. Yeah, wanting to tap out in a culture where you really can't.
Yeah.
You really, like,
you
there's...
don't have the time to.
Yeah.
So you create it in a way that's not healthy.
Yeah.
Speaking of time.
Yes. Oh, okay.
I think we've been rocking.
We have been. You know what we should do?
Go to the afterglow.
We should go to the afterglow.
We have more naughty stuff to talk about.
We can get
the most naughty stuff.
Yeah, basically we this was just a tease. This was just a build up so you can get to know Mallerie a little bit, but we'll go in the afterglow and we'll get specific. We'll talk about what we did.
We're opening up a whole new platform for you guys.
Yeah, we are. Do you want to tease it?
We've got some things set in motion.
We got some things set in motion.
We'll continue the conversation.
Cass is a little nervous to talk about anything on
Yeah.
here. But basically, here's the deal. You join our Patreon, and it's going to be one of the better decisions that you've made because you're supporting artists who are devoted to the beautification of this trash culture. You know, you're supporting people who are trying to be out there building community and make lasting connections and build kind of like what we have with you. It should be reflected in everything. You know what I mean?
Everybody deserves this.
And like that's literally the best way you could support us is patreon.com/churchofchill. And you hop on there, you get in our Discord community. You get my weekly Church of Chill music mixes. It'd be worth it just for that, let's just say. And then you get these afterglows where we
you can live vicariously through our wildlife. I'm in the midst of our wildlife, and I'm like, I'm in this life, and I don't believe it.
Yeah, Cass was literally saying that during our first night with Mallerie. She was just like...
So we had to record everything.
We finally...
These fuckers wake up, and they're like, we should sell that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
We can't sell our personal porn?
I need to be...
well,
orphan
maybe
or something when that happens.
We'll see you over on the afterglow. Welcome, Mallerie, the queen, is here to retake her throne. Thank you for doing this.
Mallerie.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love you guys. Let's dress you up in my clothes for the afterglow.
Okay, cool. You're gonna see a little outfit change. Peace, love, and magic.